Alright, so I'm outside for these next couple of reviews that I'm doing because, it's the nicest day that it's been for a while in Minnesota. And we gotta celebrate the fact that there's niceness in the world, especially since we've been having a lot of snowstorms and it's April and that shouldn't happen. But it's really nice outside, so I'm going to be doing reviews. Hopefully the quality turns out well. I did a couple of trial runs of this during my mini review series of the Steven Universe Hard Crystal Gem and weekly event bomb thing. And you know what? They turned out really, really nice. They were on my channel for a short time, but I never finished the series, and I just wasn't into it. But I do know the quality was actually really good, especially since they're outside. So you know what? I guess I see absolutely no reason on why I can't do these outside. I know it's a weird environment. There might be a lot of distractions in the background. I'm hoping there isn't. But I mean, I get that distracted on the inside from outside noises. I'm probably gonna be even more distracted on the outside. But I've already spent like a minute of your time and my time talking about why I'm outside. And I should be doing that, talking about the movie we're reviewing. And we're reviewing Thor the Dark World, second film in the second film in the Thor series, and the second film in Phase 2 of the MCU. And you know what? A lot of people find this one to be their least favorite. I don't think so. I don't enjoy it that much, but again, no bad MCU films, and I still think The Incredible Hulk is the weakest of the bunch. But, leave that all up to your interpretation. There's a bunch of... Let's get into my pros of Thor the Dark World. Direction by Alan Taylor, who originally wasn't supposed to direct. It was supposed to be Pat Jenkins, who was famously directed Wonder Woman and its sequel, Wonder Woman 1984. She was supposed to direct, but fell out over complications to do with Marvel. And Alan Taylor does a pretty good job. He's directed multiple episodes of Game of Thrones, so he knows how to direct stuff like this, and he really makes it work. It's really well filmed, like all MCU films. I feel, except for Incredible Hulk, that one just isn't filmed correctly. I know that sounds weird, but I feel like it's filmed oddly. But this one's incredibly well filmed. Action's well shot and well done. This is a true fantasy sci-fi film if I've ever seen it, and it works well, especially with the background that this director has had. His experience definitely helped in the making of this movie. Performances are always pretty much good in MCU. There's never really a weak performance in the mainline MCU, at least in the films. There are a couple weeks. There's a bunch of weak performances in the show. I'm not reviewing the shows yet. Maybe someday I will. Jessica Jones is gonna be the last Netflix series, so I might review those. But, I gotta space myself. After these, I'm gonna do Fast and Furious reviews so I can do Hobbs and Shaw. I'm gonna finish that franchise. But we're not on that. But yeah, performances-wise, really good. Natalie Portman, you can definitely feel she didn't want to be there, because she really didn't. She wanted to do it with Patty Jenkins, because, Patty Jenkins is a talented director, so it could have been a really great film. And she just wasn't into this movie, and she didn't really want to be there, which is part of the reason why she didn't sign back on for the third one, or any other future MCU movie. She probably won't be in Endgame. For all we know, she could have been wiped out in the decimation. Who knows? Would have been neat. But yeah, Kat Dennings as Darcy Williams. I'm not a big fan of her character in this one, or the first one, and I'm glad she also did not return, because really, I'm not a big Kat Dennings fan. And I've seen her in Two Broke Girls, and she was fine in that. I saw her in Two Broke Girls, she's fine in that. She's not that great in this. Maybe she's good in other things, but the two things I've seen her in, I'm not really into her stuff. But, maybe she's good. Maybe she's a really good actor. And I just haven't seen her in the right stuff. So, whatever, I guess. Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Hopkins, Tom Hiddleston, all great performances. Of course, the weakest performance, though, is probably our villain, Malik, who is one of the doctors. I can't remember the actor's name, which I feel bad about, because I like to give credit to people's work. And he definitely does. He does good, but not as good as you would hope, especially since this guy is a Doctor Who, apparently popular one. I don't watch Doctor Who, so I don't know. And the one I know is David Tennant, because I'm a huge fan of David Tennant. So, yeah. and Matt Smith, but just because there are rumors circulating him in Star Wars, only two I know. But yeah, he doesn't do well as Malekith, but it doesn't help that Malekith is written really weakly, and he's just definitely our weakest villain of the MCU so far. It's pretty much only up from here. Yeah, we'll definitely get some lower ones on the scale, looking at you, Ronan, but he's definitely our weakest villain, which is good. We got that all the way, and yeah. Again, special effects looks great. Plot moves pretty decently. This is a pro and a con because, for the most part, the plot moves at a pretty slick pace all the way to the Battle of Asgard. Then it starts to sort of, take a turn. Because the Battle of Asgard is probably the best scene in the movie. It leads to a really emotional scene that shows the true capabilities both of Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston when Frigga, their mother, dies. It shows both. It shows the emotional death of the characters, and that the emotion they can put into their acting, which is definitely why they stand out. But after that, the movie just slows down. We definitely get some funny moments with Loki, because that's when Thor and Loki decided to team up. But yeah, it definitely slows down. The film slows at this part, and I'm not a big fan of that. In the final battle, it moves, and again, moves pretty quickly, and ends pretty well. So the pacing, for the most part, is good. It's just the moment between the Battle of Asgard, and then when they get to London and start fighting Malekith, that's when it definitely is the weakest. So it definitely is the weakest. And yeah, like I said, there's the humor is hit and miss. It's mainly miss, like an MCU movie. The humor is mainly, not miss. It's mainly hit. Humor in the MCU is mainly hit. It's always what it's like, and I'm glad that they're keeping that tradition. There's this one hilarious scene where Tom Hiddleston shapeshifts into Captain America, and just, it's really funny because we got so originally the scene was filmed as Tom Hiddleston wearing the Captain America suit and imitating Captain America. Then Chris Evans had to film it, but he had to imitate Loki, imitating him. Apparently a lot of work was into it. Definitely off. It's just a quick couple seconds, but it's so funny and I love it. Now for the cons. As I said, the pacing is hit or miss, but when the moment it misses, it really kind of misses. The humor, again, hit or miss, and when it misses, it really misses. A lot of characters dragged. Again, Darcy Williams, and then her intern, because for some reason the intern gets an intern. But yeah, he also bogs down the film. Pretty much most of the Earth stuff kind of bogs it all down. Which is again why I feel Thor should have been another Asgard film. We definitely needed some Earth elements, but this probably would have worked better as an Asgard film. Like the first one would have probably worked better if it was just an Asgard film. But you know what? We get that in Thor Ragnarok, and Thor Ragnarok is definitely the best Thor movie. So I guess I can't complain. Performances, I said, mostly good. A couple that I don't like. I never mentioned the intern to Darcy. He doesn't put in that good of a performance either. Stan Lee's cameo is kind of my least favorite cameo in the series. He's just in an insane asylum going like, "Yo, could use my shoe." Those aren't the exact words, but it's pretty much his cameo. It's again his weakest cameo in the MCU, and that's about it. Okay, for this movie. Yeah, I for one like all MCU movies because there isn't a bad one, but this is definitely not the one I feel is the weakest. I still feel Incredible Hulk is the weakest of these movies, and No, we got our weakest films out of the way. We can all be excited relief because these next couple of movies that we're reviewing are really good ones. They're really good. I'm gonna have to give Thor: The Dark World a 69 in ethers out of 100. 69. But yeah, that's it. That's Thor: The Dark World. Have you seen Thor: The Dark World? What have you thought of it? We are literally 10 days away from Endgame, and I am seeing it opening weekend, so I can get my review to you people out ASAP. Are you looking forward to it? 10 days, people, 10 days. I think it all started 11 years ago. Oh man. Like I said, are you excited? Have you seen Thor: The Dark World? What did you think of it? Is this the one you find the weakest in the MCU? Let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Jordan from Jordan Reviews, signing off.